So going back to 2016, when I was working as an application security engineer, I discovered that traditional cybersecurity testing, it was basically isolated, it was slow, it's a gated approach, and it definitely was not very agile. And so as I did research, as I tried to find better ways, better solutions to keep up with a growing development um, team and a very fast-paced uh, development cycles and sprints, I found that the solution really is DevSecOps. It's a more collaborative approach. It's shared, the responsibility of cybersecurity shared across the teams, um, reduces developer friction, and you're integrating cybersecurity into all the DevOps flows while also eliminating the wait states that are found in traditional testing. So let's look at some of the benefits of DevSecOps. So obviously finding vulnerabilities earlier in the pipeline and in the process is way cheaper than finding it in production. For instance, if you discover vulnerabilities during your design phase, in your coding phase, or even your integration testing phase, you're clearly going to be able to remediate those findings way sooner than if it were in production. When you find things in production, it generally takes a little bit longer to run it through the cycles um, of you know remediating these findings. So Gartner estimates that 70% of applications contain flaws that stem from the use of open source libraries. I'm sure you guys remember Equifax. Exploiting these flaws in open source libraries is a recipe for disaster at most organizations. So organizations that have adopted high levels of DevSecOps, they typically save an average of about $1.6 million over organizations that have not adopted DevSecOps during the course of a data breach. So what is DevSecOps? Well, DevSecOps is basically a culture shift. It's a methodology. It's integration and automation throughout the whole life cycle of the application. And most importantly, it's a partnership between the development team, the operations team, and the cybersecurity team. When you have gated cybersecurity, it really hinders the agility and it's incompatible with traditional DevOps workflows. What is it not? Well, first of all, DevSecOps is not a department. I've worked with companies that they'll have your dev team, then you have your security team, you have an engineering team, and lo and behold, you actually have a DevOps team too. It's like, well, that's a methodology. Why would you have a department dedicated for just a methodology when your whole organization is supposed to adopt this methodology? And it's not a tool, and it's not gated cybersecurity. Integrating cybersecurity into the application lifecycle requires leaders to enable a culture shift within the organization itself. Uh, that way, the whole organization has responsibility and has skin in the game.